Okay, in the previous video, I show you how to draw this, how to have a sketch of your 3D drawing, right? 3D drawing of your accessory holder. Now, this exercise, we're going to do something called the exploded drawing, right? Exploded drawing. Now, where do you find this exploded drawing? You'll find a lot for those of you who buy things from IKEA, right? They to show you how the individual parts are assembled together, right? Basically, it is this drawing with the individual parts taken apart, right? Torn apart, um, and they will show you how to put them together, assemble them into a final product. So I'm not going to show you. I'm going don't go through the how to draw the back panel, right? This back panel, the stand. I'm not going to show you how to draw a stand. Now I'm going to do a quick sketch, right? For example, okay, this is my all right. Okay, if this is my shape, the shape of my stand. Okay, this is the shape of my stand. Of course, I will need to add a little bit of thickness lah. This one you gotta add yourself. Right, by now you should know how to add thickness. Now, thickness, right? The direction, right, must always be consistent, right? Must always be consistent like that, right? Must always be consistent. Right, you gotta add. Now, besides this, now you need to draw this because you gotta bend the acrylic, right? Right, you gotta bend the acrylic. You go and bend it so that you can mount it on your base, right? So I bend the acrylic. I bend it this way, give it a little bit of thickness. All right, give it a little bit of thickness. Now, I now have the one piece of material, right? And this piece is the stand, all right? Now, I need to draw two holes down here. Now, these two holes, everybody drew these two holes so that you can screw it onto your base. Now, I'm not going to complete the whatever details here, right? Whatever details down here, you go and add it inside. Okay, you add it inside here, right? You add it inside here. Now, because I'm just focusing on showing you how to draw your assembly drawing or exploded drawing. Now, we know that we're going to put two. I'm going to put two screws into it, right? I'm going to project two lines vertically up, right? Project two lines, right? Vertical, right? I zoom in for you to see vertical. And then okay, this line, vertical line. I'm going to draw two screw. The screw that you see, right, is self-stepping screw. It's very sharp at one end, right? I just draw some screw threads out here. Draw the head, a little bit thickness for the head, and then draw a circle for the head. Okay. Cross, right? Put a cross to represent. Now same thing down here. Now it is sharp at one end. All right, I'm going to draw a little bit of screw thread. I draw a little bit of screw thread. I draw the head, a little bit of thickness for the head, and I draw the top of the head, and then put a cross, right? Represent the screw. Okay, so I have two screws now. Now, where am I going to screw them? I know that I'm going to screw them onto the base. All right, I'm going to screw them onto the base, so I must. Okay, see if this thing come down, this thing come down. I project this thing, right? I'm gonna project this thing down. I know that, right? Project this thing down. I know that I'm gonna fix. When I fix, it is somewhere down here. All right. So my screw, when I bring it down, it is going to be somewhere down here. Right. You bring it down. Your screw is going to be somewhere down here. So I will get your hole down here. All right. Basically, there's a small little hole down here. Okay. Now, how about your metal tag? Right, your metal tag, you should let it float up. let it float up. Let's say my metal tag is right secured down here, right? Let's say. So how do I draw? I'm going to float it up, right? Float up. So my metal tag I will draw my metal tag down here. Right, that shows where I'm going to put the metal tag, where I'm going to glue it. Right, add a little bit of thickness. Right. For explorer drawing, I will not put the metal tag on the base. Basically, I wouldn't put it on the base. I'm going to lift it up. Right. Now, the base, same thing. You go and cut whatever design, right? Whatever design for the base you want. One more thing. Okay, let's say I have a dish down here. Right, I have a dish down here. I'm going to float up. I'm going to float it up. Same thing. I'm going to float up the dish. Float up. And I'm going to draw the dish down here. Okay, let's say I'm going to draw a cylindrical dish. Alright, roughly like that. Alright. This is a quick sketch, right? So this is your exploded drawing, right? Exploded drawing. Now after you have drawn your exploded drawing, so the next step, what I want you to do is to label, right? You need to label. Probably you can label this thing as part 1. Alright. The base you can call it part 2. The dish you can call it part 3. Metal tag part 4. Alright. How about the screw? Right? You can call it part 5. Because there are 2 identical screws, you can call it 2 of them can call it 5. Now what is the significance of labeling? Right, after you have labeled, okay, you turn over. You have this template. You turn over, right? Now you see this is actually your material list. Alright, this is your material list. Now the serial number, the first column serial number represent what? Represent the part number. Alright, the part number. So for example, I give you part number 1. So you write part number 1 down here. It should be running number 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, right? Part number 1. Description, you can say that this thing is the back panel, or you can say call it the stand, right? Give it a meaningful name, that's all. For part number 5, you call it the screw screw. Okay, material. What is the material of this part number 1? It is actually acrylic, so you just write down acrylic. Alright, description, the stand, material, acrylic. How about dimension? I want you to look at your own accessory holder, and then you measure the dimension. Basically means the dimension of the piece of acrylic before cutting and before bending. That means if I want to make this, I have to ask for a piece of acrylic. Basically, the piece of acrylic, what is the width of the acrylic? So you have to measure, right, the width of the acrylic. And then how about the length of the acrylic? Will be the total length. This one, whatever you have, 20 mm, right, plus whatever the height that you can measure. Alright, then the thickness, we are using 3 mm, right? Thickness for the acrylic is 3 mm. So you just write down here how many mm times how many mm times. Now it has got to be in mm, right? Dimension has got to be in mm. Okay, what is this number of? Number of means how many pieces do you need. Now from here I only need 1 piece. Alright, serial number 1 I only need 1 piece. Serial number 3 also I need 1 piece. Now serial number 5 I need 2 pieces, right? 2 pieces. Now how do I write for screw? For screw, you can just call it screw. Material is metal, right? Just call it metal. Dimension, right? We are using diameter 3 mm, so you just put M3, right? M3 12 mm, right? Diameter, you just put M3 12 mm, right? Number of how many pieces you need? You need 2 pieces. Okay, then the wood that we use is gelotong, right? The wood that you use is julotong. So the material for the wood or serial number, it depends on how you label. If you label it part number 2, just like me, so there are number 2. This one you call it base, material, julotong. Dimension, same thing, you go and measure. Alright, what is the dimension of the base that you need, the piece of wood that you need for you to make the base? Okay, the thickness, you do a quick measure, I think it's 15 mm, right? I think it's 15 mm we use, but then you confirm before you write. Okay, uh complete your exploded drawing, draw a good one. Alright, take your time, draw a good one. Has got to be a good one. Alright, this one is a quick sketch. You draw a good one and then hand it in at the end of the lesson. Alright, see you.